Welcome and thank you for joining me. If your company performs work under U.S. government contracts, you've probably heard the term DCAA compliance. For many contractors, those words immediately bring to mind audits, accounting systems, documentation, and federal regulations. While that reputation is well-deserved, DCAA compliance is about much more than preparing for an audit. DCAA compliance is about building sound financial and operational systems that support contract performance throughout the life of a government project. Today, I'd like to walk through a practical DCAA compliance checklist and discuss why these practices are important for government contractors. Before we begin, it's important to note this webinar is intended for educational purposes only. It is not accounting, tax, or legal advice. Contractors should work with qualified CPAs, accounting professionals, and legal counsel regarding their specific compliance obligations. Let's get started. What is DCAA? DCAA stands for the Defense Contract Audit Agency. The agency performs audits and financial reviews of government contractors on behalf of the U.S. Department of Defense and other federal agencies. Its role is to ensure that costs charged to government contracts comply with applicable regulations and contractual requirements. Depending on the contract, DCAA may review accounting systems, labor charging, indirect costs, billing practices, and financial records. Why DCAA compliance matters. Government contracts often involve significant taxpayer dollars. Contractors are expected to maintain accurate accounting systems and supporting documentation. Strong accounting controls support transparency, improve reporting, and reduce misunderstandings. Organizations that invest in compliance before an audit are in a stronger position. Checklist Item 1. Maintain an adequate accounting system. A reliable accounting system forms the foundation of DCAA compliance. It should properly identify, record, and report costs associated with government contracts. It must provide sufficient documentation to support financial transactions. Checklist Item 2. Maintain accurate timekeeping. Labor is frequently one of the highest costs on government contracts. Employees should accurately record time spent on each contract or project. Timekeeping procedures should be consistent, documented, and supported by internal controls. Checklist Item 3. Document direct and indirect costs. Government contracts distinguish between direct costs and indirect costs. Proper cost allocation supports accurate billing and financial reporting. Documentation should clearly support cost classification and allocation. Checklist Item 4. Maintain strong documentation. Documentation is critical. Examples include employee time records, vendor invoices, purchase orders, expense reports, contract modifications, subcontract agreements, financial records. Good documentation supports both contract administration and audit readiness. Checklist Item 5. Review internal controls. Internal controls help reduce errors and strengthen financial accountability. Examples include approval procedures, segregation of duties, expense review processes, documentation requirements, management oversight. Well-designed controls support consistent compliance. Checklist Item 6. Understand FAR cost principles. Many government contracts are subject to the Federal Acquisition Regulation, FAR. Understanding allowable and unallowable costs is crucial. Work closely with qualified professionals when applying these requirements. Checklist Item 7. Prepare for audit readiness every day. One of the biggest mistakes is preparing for an audit only after notice. Maintain records and documentation throughout the contract life. View audit readiness as an ongoing business practice, not a one-time project. Checklist Item 8. Train employees. Compliance is not solely the accounting department's responsibility. Project managers, supervisors, administrators, and employees all play roles. Regular training promotes consistent procedures organization-wide. Checklist Item 9. Conduct periodic internal reviews. Internal reviews can identify issues before external auditors do. Periodic assessments confirm that accounting systems, documentation, and procedures continue to operate as intended. Continuous improvement strengthens compliance. Checklist Item 10. Integrate DCAA compliance into your overall risk management strategy. Financial compliance is one part of government contracting risk management. Organizations should also review contract requirements, insurance obligations, certificates of insurance, Defense Base Act requirements, subcontractor compliance, contractual risk transfer, documentation practices. The strongest government contractors recognize that accounting, contracts, insurance, and operational procedures all work together. Final thoughts. DCAA compliance is about much more than passing an audit. It's about creating disciplined business practices, supporting transparency, accountability, and success. Organizations that maintain are better prepared to meet their contractual obligations. Accurate accounting systems, strong documentation, effective internal controls, ongoing employee training. Remember, every contractor's situation is different. DCAA requirements can vary depending on contract type and regulations. Always work with qualified accounting, tax, and legal professionals regarding your compliance responsibilities. If you'd like to learn more about government contractor risk management and insurance solutions, visit https://www.montrageinsurance.com. Thank you for watching. If you found this webinar helpful, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with colleagues involved in government contracting. I look forward to seeing you in the next webinar.